Doing?
Good.
I love
Hello.
your publication. I love Flickering Myth so much.
We are going to love to hear that. I'm also a
No,
very
I mean
big
it.
fan of your work,
Oh, thank you.
especially your work in horror. Were you a fan of that growing up? Was that something you were into, or did that kind of come later in life?
I definitely wasn't a fan growing up. I feel that I'm like trying to underline, that this movie, while it is scary, I feel in some ways I over underlined it in all my press that I did yesterday that it's not a horror movie because I did see it and this shit is pretty scary. But at the same time, I really don't feel that this movie is a horror movie. I feel that it is more borders on an existential drama nightmare.
Panic
It's almost,
attack.
yeah, it's a panic attack, but I think it almost more borders on like an interesting, like it could have been like a late 50s Swedish movie. This movie, it's very avant-garde, it's very experimental, and it almost borders more on sci-fi and kind of these heavier ideas of like, it could have been made in the 70s of the way people talk about things that are happening. And I think where a movie like Hereditary or other movies I've done that maybe have darker themes, like Hereditary is a horror movie, and it is just unabashedly a terrifying movie that's just very well done. But I find that Old is not. I find that Old is more borders on, yeah, just there's a ghost in the room as I'm
Oh,
talking
I was
about
like,
it.
oh
Okay,
no.
it's a horror movie. It's a horror movie.
Yeah,
Sorry,
those M.
jeez.
Night's ninjas coming there.
Night's like, what'd you say? Not a horror movie, you say?
Now,
No.
going to the script, is that what attracted you to working on this, other than working with someone like M. Night? Did that script kind of sell you, being like, this is weird and fun?
I think I was in before I read the script. I mean, tonight, like I was in,
Yeah.
but the script pushed it along, and I thought, oh wow, he's doing something more personal than I think he's ever.
Mm.
And I've always loved his movies, and I've always felt they were personal, but this felt more personal. Felt like he was exercising an emotional, creative demon.
Now, this movie's about aging. I'm not spoiling anything there. Did you get to work with any of the other actors that played your character? Was there some kind of like communication of being like, okay, younger one did this, so I want to make sure I do that? Was there anything like that involved with this?
Well, that's actually me. The 6-year-old is me.
Oh, the magic of CG. I love that.
Yeah, that was CGI, so we didn't have to worry about it. No, actually, Robert De Niro is playing all the versions of us. I'm just filling in. Robert De Niro is the 6-year-old. He's me.
He's
He
also
just
your
did a great
father as
job.
well. It's
Yeah,
talented.
he did an incredible job. He did an incredible job, I have to say.
Now I'm seeing the beach setting, and it looks like it would be so fun to film on that. But was it fun? No, it was. How are you? Are
Yes,
you done with
it
beach
was it was
vacations now?
so fun. No, it was the most extraordinary fun experience shooting that movie that I've ever had on a movie by far.
Okay, good. Just because I've always heard the Hereditary story, so I'm glad this was a bit more relaxing of a vacation for you.
Well, emotionally, it was not very relaxing doing
Yeah.
the scenes. I mean, it's pretty intense. But being on a beach, it's better to scream and cry on a beach than in a house.
Now, your film knowledge seems to be pretty great. Is there a movie you would pair with this, like a double feature? I
Oh, I
can't think of
love
what I
that.
would double feature Old with. What would you think?
I would quadruple feature it. I would go. Very good question. I would go Kuroneko first, Japanese movie. I would go
Yes, yes.
Kuroneko. I would screen Exterminating Angels. I would screen Persona. I would
Yes.
screen this movie, and then I'd close it off with like Rosemary's Baby, maybe, and just to really, because I think that's a good combo.
Well, I can't wait for the Alex Wolff Film Festival because you have a lineup there, my friend.
I think it's a good lineup.
Well, thank you
I
so
think
much
it'd
for
be fun.
speaking with me today. I had
Thanks so
a
much.
blast. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day and can't wait for people to see Old.